Hey y'all, story time. So tonight I'm gonna be telling y'all about the time your girl got kidnapped. I know you're like, kidnapped? Yes, child, kidnapped. So let's just get right into it. So a couple years ago, I'm 24 now. I was 18 at the time. I was walking down the Blade on, the southwest side of Houston. I do not live on that side of town anymore. I live in the suburbs. Your girl didn't upgraded. Woo-woo. And I wasn't trying to make any money that night because I had already made my money for that day. But, I was like, this car pulled up and I was like, well, if he wants to spend some time, whatever. Even though he was not my type. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't into it. But, I went ahead and did it or whatnot. So, how the hell I did not notice this when I got in the car, I have no idea. But it clicked to me later once I realized I couldn't escape. So, I walk up to him and he's like, how much for, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, such and such amount of dollars. So he pulls the money out, he counts it. And I was like, okay, cool. So he was like, do you have a room? And I was like, yeah, but, I don't take people to my room. They have to get one. And he was like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. You want to get in, blah, blah, blah. So I get in the car and we're driving and I'm thinking everything is all good. Y'all, it was my worst nightmare come to life. So we're driving and I notice he's driving reckless. I'm not paying attention. I'm on my phone. I'm gonna make some shake. Make some shake. Yeah, that was like my song back in the day. So I noticed he's driving off the highway and I'm like, what are you doing? And he was like, oh, it's a little spot over here. I want to take you. You want to get a drink first. Um, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool, whatever. But I'm not trying to do that. I just want to, do the date so I can go. So we pull up behind this building. And I'm like, why the fuck are we back here? Like, no, I'm not finna do this. I already told you had to get a room. Like, you're being weird. Like, no, just drop me back off. Like, I don't even care anymore. And he was like, oh, no, it's cool. Like, I'm not going to hurt you, blah, blah. He said, here, go your money right here. And I was like, all right, let's just hurry up so I can leave. So I get the money. Y'all. He's like, oh, no, you can get it after the date is done. And I was like, no, like, I'm going to put it in my purse. Like, I'm going to put my purse down. We going to do the date. And that's that. And he was like, I feel like you're trying to rob me. And I was like, sir, we're in the middle of nowhere. I'm not trying to rob you. I don't want no problems. I just want to get through so I can go. So he's like, well, I feel like you are. And I was like, I'm not. Like, relax. I'm getting mad at this point. He gets out the car and he walks over to my side. Now, at this point, when I see him getting out the car, my heart starts. Something told me, run. And he was a big, I was little back then. He was a big dude. So I was like, oh shit. So I reached for the door handle. Y'all, there was no door handle. My heart is beating. I'm like, oh my God, jump in the passenger seat. Jump in the driver's seat and drive off. By that time, he's already opened up the door and he snatches me out by my hair. And he was like, listen here, bitch. If you want to, excuse me. He was like, listen here, bitch. If you want to make it alive, you better do what I tell you to do. He was like, get on your knees and give me some head. And I was like, no. Y'all, this nigga punches me in my fucking face. Full throttle, like, boom. Dead in my face. And I was like, what are you doing? He grabs me by my hair and starts beating the shit out of me. So I was like, oh, hell nah. So I dropped my purse, dropped my phone, it cracked, and now we're fighting. Now, I'm only, some women are built different. I wish I could insert a picture, but I'm still new to, the whole editing thing. So I'm still trying to learn. I need to download an app and, just play with it and see what I can do. But I'm in psychology school, so it's hard for me to find time to do things like that. And I do hair. So, it's kind of hard for me to find time. But I'm going to get to it. So I really want to learn that way. I won't, I can learn how to insert things for y'all. I can show y'all receipts of things, stuff like that. So he starts beating the shit out of me. So I'm like, I dropped my shit. So now we fighting. Like, we toe to toe. Because you're not finna beat me up. My daddy was a whole boxer. Like, no, I'm not going for it. So we're fighting. And, I get wore out because, it's cold that night. When it's cold, it's like, you have to, like, inhale, exhale, do all of that stuff. So I'm getting tired. And, even though I'm high on X pills, like, I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of fighting. I was like, listen, I have $100 if you let me go. And he was like, no, I still want my service. And I was like, you just beat the shit out of me. He was like, bitch, you want me to beat your ass again? And at this point, I'm like, please, like, just take the money and go. And he was like, all right, give it to me. So I dig in my shirt and I give him the $100. And he's like, you got something else? And I was like, no, like, that's all I got. Thankfully, he didn't go in my purse. Otherwise, he would have took, like, my whole entire trap money and I would have been asked out. But thankfully, he didn't. Dumbass. He didn't go in my purse. He didn't attempt to. Do you know this man asked me if I wanted him to drive me back to where he picked me up from? And I just looked at him like, what do you own? I look in his back seat. He got different license plates back there. Clothes are scattered around, which let me know that he's probably done this before. And I was just like, ooh. Like, the only thing I was thinking was, just let me go. Like, that's all you gotta do. Like, I don't, just, please, like, just let me go. So he gets in his car. He was like, bye, sexy. And I was like, as soon as he's out of sight, y'all, I just take off running. I'm crying. I called the police. I ducked off, like, across the street behind this other, like, abandoned building or whatever. The police pulled up, and they're like, what's going on? I didn't want to tell them that, I was out there selling my body or whatever because I wasn't trying to pick up a charge. I just told them, like, this dude offered to give me a ride somewhere. He beat me up, as y'all can see, like I had like a bloody nose, my eye was swollen, some of my hair, like my weave was ripped out from him like dragging me around, beating the shit out of me. And they were like, well, what do you want to do? Do you have any relatives? You want to go to the hospital? Why is the officer flirting with me, talking about you too pretty? Like, what are you doing out here? Like, why don't you ride in my car instead of riding in an ambulance? Like, sir, I'm not in the mood. I just got my ass beat, for not going my first mind. I don't want to ride in your car. Like, just come on with it. Let's go. So we get in the car, and I end up falling asleep. I don't remember getting to the hospital. I just woke up, and we were there. They were asking me a lot of questions. My head was hurting. I actually suffered a little bit of, like, a concussion. Like, that's how hard he was hitting me. But I was so high off the X pills, I didn't really feel it. But, yeah. I got kidnapped and he beat the brakes off of my ass and took $100, and I had to, like, pay my way out because I thought I was going to die. Especially when I seen all the license plate in the back, like, oh, you've been doing this. They called me, they got in touch with my mom. They were like, we don't want to release you to the streets even though you're, of age. Is there somebody you can call? Now, I had been away from home for like a year already. So I gave her my mom's number. By the grace of God, she answered. She showed up immediately. Like, she got there in like 20 minutes. They didn't even take me. I think they took me to a hospital somewhere else because she got there too quick. They actually took me to a hospital here in Pearland. They didn't take me to a hospital on the southwest side. I don't know if they have hospitals out there or not, but I know they brought me to Pearland because, I came to find out that that's where my mom was living at the time. I actually live out here too, and I moved out here. But, yeah, I want to say to the younger girls out there, even older women, if you're in a sex game, the industry, it is not worth it. All money is not good money. Selling your soul, selling your body, going against what God gave you is not good. If you have a pimp, he does not care about you. I had one, and once I realized that, when I first started, I had one pimp. Once I realized that he wasn't doing nothing but taking the money I was giving him and spending it back on me, I left him because what the fuck, you're not gonna play me. Like, this is my body. I'm putting my life in jeopardy. I'm putting my body in jeopardy, to get the money. And you think you're going to just take it from me and all I'm getting is my hair and my nails done? You know what I'm saying? In a couple dates, if that? No, it's not happening. Even though the dudes, held me to like a different standard, they would always tell me, like, I'm the main girl. Like, I had to fight, like, the other girls to keep them in line. No, it wasn't giving. Like, it's not my cup of tea. That life is not good. You're going to end up one or two places, literally. I had to learn that from myself. I had to learn that by my lonely. You're going to end up in jail or you're gonna end up dead, because people do not care. People treat you any kind of way. They look down on you like, oh, you selling your body. Those men do not care. They're very disrespectful. They will take from you. They will beat you. They will do anything they can to overpower you. And as a young, pretty woman, you're a target anyway. Get out of it. If you can message me, you can comment down below, do what you got to do. I will talk to you. I will, guide you. I take psychology now. I want to be a therapist for that particular reason. You do not have to do that. That is your body. You are somebody's daughter. You are somebody's sister. You are somebody's wife. That is not it. Do not do it. You might feel like, oh, I'm this shit. I'm making money. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I've touched $1 million, and that's not even cap. I'm pretty sure I have. But the money, just as fast as you make it, it goes. You got to pay for your rent. You got to pay for your car. You got to keep your maintenance up. That's a lot of money. And once it's gone, it's gone. Money burns just like trees. Time don't wait for nobody. So this video is to just spread awareness, and let you guys know that the fast life is not the life you want to live, because it's just that, the fast life. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to post another video tomorrow. I'm not going to do it tonight because I'm getting ready to go out. But I'm going to post another video tomorrow. I'm sorry the videos are so short. I'm trying to learn how to, draw them out more when I'm talking, so they won't be so short, so y'all can really have something, to get into and look at and things like that. But, yeah, the fast life, it does not love nobody. Money is the root of all evil. People will do all kind of things to you to get ahead. If you have a female, you feel, oh, that's my girl. No, she don't care about you. Bitches have stole from me. They have gotten me into trouble. They watched me fight, get beat up. People have watched me get robbed. I got held hostage. I've been pistol whipped. I've been through it all. But I'll be back tomorrow night with another boop banger. Until then, Merry Christmas.